that's exactly as you've said. It's the rider from Team K Youth that's taking it on. Gustafsson from UK Youth Cycling on the front. Can Gustafsson hold off the challenge on the line? It was pretty close, wasn't it, from the teammate of Williams. Here's another chance to look at it.
Yep, here we can see Gustafsson, he takes it up. Matt Cronshaw, as I thought, is wanting to get there. It's extremely difficult to see from this angle. We do need a side on. It's certainly going to come down to a photo finish for that one, and it's going to give the commissaires there on the line a little bit of work to do.
Well, in actual fact, Gustafsson did beat Cronshaw to the line, and McLaughlin third, and David Leigh coming in fourth, but that doesn't affect the overall at all. Now the first big climb of the day is getting nearer, the 2.1 kilometre ascent of Schapfel. There is the sign that tells us the start of the first climb of the day at Schapfel. Second category ascent over 2.1 kilometres.
Yeah, 1.3 miles this climb now. Christian Haas just starting to apply a bit of pressure. He'll start to think and concentrate about the climb at the top, crossing that line first and gaining maximum points.
There's confirmation of the leading group that are on the foot slopes of this first mountain climb of the day of Schapfel with an advantage of 6 minutes and 11 seconds. Now the man here that's going to gain the most is going to be Christian Haas. Of course, he's the current leader on the King of the Mountains with a points tally of 46. Now let me tell you, the points on a second cat climb are 6 for the first and 1 for the sixth. So that means all the points on this climb are taken up by the breakaway group. So Pablo Urtasun, the Spaniard who's lying second in this competition, 5 points adrift of the tally of Haas, will not gain any here at all. In fact, there's only one man in this group that has scored any points in the mountains competition apart from Christian Haas, and that's Ronan McLaughlin, who's currently 14th on 4 points.
Yep, there's only one place to be on a day like this, and that's in the team car. And if you're not in the team car, then the second best position is obviously the commentary box in here, and the third is in the break. You certainly don't want to be back in the peloton on a day like this.
This is the Lithuanian champion, actually, with a problem at the back. This is Gediminas Bogdanas, who won a stage last year into Sandringham.
Now Bogdanas got a little bit of work now to get back up to the peloton. They're not riding too hard, as we've said, but he'll use the vehicles as best as possible and work his way back up to the back of that group.
Just fanning out from the right here, just to indicate, as I said a little earlier, crosswind. They've got the fans here, they're going ballistic. They're waiting, of course, for the superstars to arrive, and that's Bradley Wiggins and Mark Cavendish. The interest, of course, once again here in the Tour of Britain is astonishing. The amount of people that are turning out roadside has been so impressive, and I mean, even in conditions like this, at the most hostile points on the course, they are there to support the riders.
The crowds, they have been so enthusiastic this week and at this race, and unsurprising after the year that British cycling has had and the riders, the Tour de France, and obviously the Olympics only a few weeks ago, created massive interest. And here we can see the crowds, and on a day like this to have people out on the climbs, it just shows how enthusiastic they really are.
Christian Haas on the front, he really is in imperious form, that silky smooth pedaling style, as he's quite happy to drag the rest along because he knows he's going to get more points in the bank here, and every point that he takes today is putting him in a stronger position to win this King of the Mountains.
And Christian Haas, one of the most impressive domestic-based riders that we've got and that we've had over the years. We've got ourselves a bit of an echelon here with the wind. As you said, Hugh, they're all just, the wind's coming across from the right-hand shoulder, and so they all try and stay out of the wind and just try and help themselves and help each other.
Well, here comes the summit then of this first climb of Schapfel, and the main contender for the King of the Mountains, Christian Haas, picks up 6 points there. Nobody really challenged him. He was looking at McLaughlin, but McLaughlin, well, he didn't threaten him, did he? So 6 points, useful points there to Christian Haas, and that takes his tally to 52. He's 11 points clear now of Urtasun.
Yeah, the other 5 riders there, all happy to let Christian Haas take those points. None of them interested in that.
He's another chance to take a look at it. He was looking across to see about the challenge because he wants 6, not 5, but it didn't really materialise, did it?
No, all happy to just roll across and get on with the ride.